All right, so we got Carlos Vespaziano, age 30, 135 pounds, standing 5'7", 70-inch reach. On the other side, the younger Demoura at 20 years old, 135 as well. He's got a little height advantage at 5'10", and a slight reach advantage at 72 inches. Here we go to Andy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next fight of the evening, an amateur mixed martial arts contest at the bantamweight division, scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 1 victory and 1 defeat. He stands 5'9½ inches tall, and he weighed in at 135 pounds. From Hopedale, Massachusetts, he's representing Team Soulless. Let's hear it for Brandon Simba Demoura!
Here we go, he walks right out.
And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 1 victory and 2 defeats. He stands 5'7" tall, and he weighed in at 135 pounds. From Plymouth, Massachusetts, he's representing Loco Lobo MMA. Let's hear it for Carlos Vespaziano! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Alan Lau.
Both of these guys just got a huge pop.
Demoura walked right over to the other side of the cage, got right in Carlos' face. Carlos looked him right in the eyes. He's like, let's go.
A lot of tension built up. Brandon Demoura in the black trunks, Vespaziano in the dark blue with the orange trim.
They both have a lot of fans in here tonight. Expect this fight to be very fast-paced. Carlos is a southpaw.
Demoura, tough to hit. I know this firsthand. Nice kick from Demoura.
I know Carlos likes to switch stances a lot, so he came out as a southpaw, but he's always seen him switch 2-3 times. Demoura with a lot of feints, some level changing.
And Demoura like to switch his stances too. Like we said, it sounded like broken records. This is a high-level amateur fight. Yeah. Vespaziano, I like how he's stepping back with that stance, but Demoura keeping that kick persistent.
These guys don't move like amateur fighters. No. These guys are moving like professionals. They're feinting, they're changing levels, they're changing angles, they're switching stances. This is advanced movement.
You know, Demoura at 5'10" at 135 pounds, this kid has long limbs, he's tall.
His license says 5'9".
So hard to hit. Controversy that dates back years.
Nice kick to the head, just missed.
Got a 72-inch reach, which is a long reach for this weight class.
I remember when he was 5'2", it was so much easier to move around with him. Oh, nice kick by Carlos.
Both guys are so calculated right now. Carlos is really keeping him guessing by switching his stances, like you said, Sean.
Carlos is sticking that jab out there, searching for the leg kick.
Demoura's got to get those hands pumping. Nice kick, though.
Demoura seems to be moving very well, but he's not throwing a lot of offense. He's feinting a lot, but he's not throwing anything after the feint. You'd like to see him feint and then throw.
Now he's popping that jab from the southpaw position, switching back and ducking the jab of Vespaziano.
Carlos is popping that jab over and over again. He's trying to find his distance with it. He's happy if it lands. He's happy if he just finds a little range.
What do we say about that early Muay Thai fight? A lot of this is going on building calculations in this first. Guys have a ton of respect for each other. They know that. I heard it both of their mouths leading up into this fight. They know they're playing with fire against each other.
They're putting some bait out there with the jabs. They're seeing how they're going to react from the feints. But Demoura needs to mix something in with that, right? You want to see a couple feints and then a stiff jab, and you need to see a low level change and a cross.
Sit on those punches, yeah.
Yep. So far, Brandon hasn't really been able to land anything too significant.
And as this happens, right, Carlos gains more confidence. His posture, you can see his posture. He's starting to walk him down a little bit and inch his way in because Demoura's not giving him any reason to back up right now.
Yeah, Carlos is really doing a great job. You know, Demoura's got that elusive style where he moves a lot. He circles out.
A lot of feints from Demoura.
Right. And Carlos is backing him up. He's doing a good job of keeping him on his heels.
I'm trying my best to not be emotional and yell at my guy, but
both fighters trying to find a way in. Neither of them seem too comfortable. Good kick, nice little jab to end.
Wow.
He's blocked.
That was a high-level first round there.
No, I mean, both guys respecting each other thoroughly for the duration of that 3 minutes. Neither one wanting to commit to a hand-fire fight. Both have respect for each other in that stand-up department. A lot of feeler kicks and feints. Nobody really trying to engage in a firefight here.
Yeah.
Just a testament to the high fight IQ of both of them.
Exactly. And both guys know how dangerous each other is.
There's that mutual respect. They know that whoever makes the first mistake or series of mistakes could pay for it. It wasn't the most exciting round, but it was definitely a feeler out round. A lot of feints, a lot of level change, a lot of stance switching.
You know what I say to people who say there's an unexciting round of MMA? Get in there.
I just said it.
Get in there.
Are you telling me to get in there?
You've been in there.
I've done it multiple times.
You've done it, but I'm
Do
just
you want
saying
to get in there with me?
I wouldn't go well.
We have an 11th fight on the card tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Bare knuckle Muay Thai fight.
Lord. Oh, man.
All right, here we go.
Round 2.
Round number 2.
Let's see what happens here.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I can say it wasn't an exciting
I'm going to
round.
have to separate you two.
All right, here we go. Carlos slipped. He looked like he rolled his ankle a little bit.
And timing on a low kick from Demoura looked like.
Oh, that was a heavy
kick.
Another one.
And that's what Demoura needs to do. He needs to put something on some of these strikes between the feints.
Vespaziano had bad intentions on that uppercut.
He's got to take the respect from Carlos, because right now Carlos is pushing forward and not really respecting his power.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got no reason to back up right now, and he's staying just on the outside, but he's getting closer, and he's getting ready. He's winding up with those big shots. Here he goes.
And Demoura's movement defensively is tremendous.
Absolutely. He's got great head movement. He's got great footwork.
Carlos looks sharp, man.
Yeah, he does.
Now, Carlos is fine. Nice switch stance to throw that left hand over the top from Vespaziano. A nice kick from Demoura.
Carlos is throwing some heavy leather. Hasn't really been able to connect.
There we go. There's a jab from Demoura. Nice teep, rear teep.
Little level change by Carlos, and he shoots in, pushes him against the cage.
Remember, Carlos, purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Double underhooks, and Demoura fishes.
And here comes the counter grappling from Demoura. See if he can reverse this position. Vespaziano going down to a knee, trying to get a single.
Does have great jiu-jitsu. He's been with Junico for years. He's been with Loco Lobo. Bruno up there.
Now so Demoura taking the center.
Demoura stuffing that takedown. That was huge, because if you remember in that fight against Valdina, Demoura got taken down multiple times.
You know he went back to the drawing board after that fight. I'm sure frustrated after getting taken down so many times, and worked a lot on his takedown defense. And it's already paying off for him right now.
He's doing all the right things.
Because Carlos is very good against the cage and on the ground. He's got quite a bit of grappling experience. And a very physically strong guy.
And again, double underhooks for Vespaziano. Demoura's got to fish for an underhook of his own to reverse this position. Some of those knees might be.
Demoura breaks off.
Nicely done.
Demoura's got to start throwing.
This is frustrating for Carlos.
Oh!
Big shot.
Finally lands a big shot, getting that respect from Carlos, but Carlos trying to move forward through it, and a head kick to follow. Here he goes. Once he gets going, he's a locomotive. That doesn't stop
another
going.
one.
There he goes.
That one hurt him.
Confidence boosted in the side of Demoura. Vespaziano trying to get back into it.
Carlos has to back him up again, because when he's not on his heels, he's much more dangerous.
Yeah. Took him a while, but that one punch already has a mouse under the left eye of Vespaziano.
And Carlos needs to throw something out there.
Nice.
Throws a kick, switches stances. We got a let's go Carlos chant at the end of round number 2.
And finally, Demoura letting those hands go.
That was an exciting round. Picked up action a little bit. So it actually seemed where Carlos initiated both of those shots, or the control against the cage, it actually seemed to work against him, because it seemed to defeat him a little bit after Demoura was able to break off.
Yep.
Where I think if he had kept it standing up the whole time, Carlos was actually starting to pick up a little bit more of that pressure and really put it on him. Demoura was able to break off multiple times, land some of his own strikes, and really pick it up this round.
Yeah, and we saw when Demoura stuffed that second takedown, he immediately went to work and landed 2 huge right hands.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes when you have that much respect for your opponent, it takes a minute to get going. Once he did get going, he found a lot of success. Vespaziano did a good job keeping the center of that cage for most of that round. Demoura landed some good punches towards the end of it, but Vespaziano trying to
pacing back and forth. He's ready.
Let's see if he comes out firing. He might be down 2 rounds. That second round could have gone either way.
That was close. Here we go.
So who knows? Who wants it more? Demoura popping a jab and Vespaziano countering with the same jab.
Both guys take the center.
Nice right hand stepping back from Demoura, but a nice left hook from Vespaziano. A lot of these guys a lot of the time are landing at the same time.
Yeah.
Very evenly contested fight. I think really who can maintain their posture right now and dominate footwork is gonna take off in this fight. Demoura's moving around. Oh, big shot.
Oh, he wants to bring this to the ground.
He does. He wants to get
Look
it
at
down.
that.
Great balance
man.
on one leg from Brandon Demoura. Finding his way to the cage and trying to dig for an underhook.
Talk about working on your weaknesses. Great takedown defense.
Especially with the timing of it, too. Here's another single attempt for Carlos.
And not being able to get these takedowns, it's so physically exhausting, but it's mentally defeating.
Yeah, it's disheartening.
You break off and it just feels like you're defeated every time. So he's working hard for this takedown right now.
Take that big breath for nothing.
Absolutely.
But double underhooks for Vespaziano. Keeping control here does accumulate points.
Beautiful.
And
he switches
pushes
it up.
Carlos against the cage. Big knee.
Masterfully
break
done.
off here.
Nice knee to the body from Demoura.
And he's up.
All right, here we go.
Demoura just has to unleash hellfire to get into this fight and get the momentum in his favor.
Big right hand.
Big counter there.
As I say that, there's a big right hand. Great combination. Vespaziano trying to duck under to get out of dodge. Right in front of us.
Oh, man. He's getting Carlos desperate
Carlos
here.
shooting for
Carlos
those
is getting desperate.
What a scramble,
He's
though.
going for those legs. He's got a single. He's going to be tired at this point.
Back up to his feet. Demoura landed some effective strikes. Vespaziano trying to stay alive and get that wrestling going, but Demoura finding momentum in his favor now. His coaches are telling him to separate and
He's
throw.
got to break him off here. He's got to cut him.
Yeah, he's having so much success on his feet.
1
Let him
minute,
go.
1 minute left in this fight.
I am blown away by Brandon's wrestling. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, he's taking wrist control. He's getting double unders, keeping Carlos controlled against the cage at this point.
Watch him throw off the break if he goes. Oh, nice hands clasp for Carlos.
Carlos looking for another takedown.
Back to a single. Big shots by Demoura. A couple big hammer fists.
That's one way to spell out takedown defense. Vespaziano staying persistent with his wrestling here, trying.
Big shots to the temple.
Yep, hammer fist to the temple from Demoura.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, what happened?
Separating.
There's a time here. I'm not sure what
Time.
happened.
Was it the back of the head? No, those look like they were the side. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know what happened.
Hey, come on, kid. You gotta finish it right now. Let's go.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm having trouble figuring out what's going on
Here we
myself. Something to do with Carlos's foot. Either way, we're back to action.
Beautiful
10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Nice right
another
hand
right
over
hand.
the top. Shoulder rolling.
Woo, what a fight.
Good fight from both of these
Beautiful
guys.
fight.
Exciting fight. Back and forth action.
A feeler out round in the first. The second round, a lot of momentum shifts happening between wrestling and striking. And then that third round, every facet of MMA on full display. Wrestling attempts, takedown attempts, step back striking, aggressive striking. Both guys finding themselves in the center of the cage. Like we said, a high-level amateur fight that could be mistaken for a pro fight. And these two are making us not eat our words.
Yeah, super close and just back and forth action for both guys, man. Super high level. Love seeing that at the amateur ranks.
This was a spectacular amateur fight, and from a skill set, it was amazing to see their footwork and their movement and their ability on offense, defense, in all areas of the game. It was a very smooth fight. definitely picked up the pace. Round 2, round 3, great finish.
Yeah, and Carlos was so sharp in the first 2 rounds. I mean, he was going after Brandon, you know, backing Brandon up. You know, it kind of took Brandon a while to kind of find his footing and land those big shots.
Yeah, Brandon seemed fairly hesitant at the beginning to engage. He was feinting, he was playing awesome defense, he was changing levels, and he was moving very well, but Carlos had stronger posture. He was the aggressor. And then at some point, after a couple shots Carlos took and didn't succeed in the takedown, you saw his gas tank just drop off drastically, and the fight just started to weigh more and more into Demoura's favor.
Yeah, and Demoura did a great job of, you know, in that 3rd round, he knew he had to go after, and he really went after him in that round. And again, I was super impressed with the improvement in his wrestling. I mean, Carlos is a purple belt in jiu-jitsu and could not get this kid down. So super impressive.
Yeah, Demoura clearly was frustrated about his last fight. And the fact that he was taken down and able to be controlled, and he got to work on that. And I love to see that from guys.
Yeah.
They worked their wrestling, and Carlos couldn't get him to the ground. And he was desperately trying to get him to the ground at some points.
Yep.
Wasn't able to.
Yeah, you know, there was a couple exchanges there where Brandon was landing big shots and Carlos was shooting desperation takedowns.
So Carlos was never out of this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for these 2 warriors. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Steve Rita scores this contest 29-28 for Vespaziano. Judge Dave Ginsburg scores this contest 29-28 for Demoura. And Judge Marcel Varela scores this contest 29-28, giving you your winner by split decision, Carlos Vespaziano!
And Carlos gets the victory.